Howdy folks, welcome back to another Bad 66 Chevelle video here. This is just a little update video here. It's been quite a while since I made a video, but anyway, we got another one I got to add to the collection here. I'll just go ahead and show it. It's a 98 Dodge Durango. I just picked this up. I took and went up there and got it and used my tax refund to get it. Paid $1,300 for it and bought it up there at Waynesboro, and likes to be able to pay cash for it, so it's all paid for. Thank goodness. It's getting a little rough around the edges, but you know, it'd be alright. But main reason I bought it is so I can like to be able to finally retire my C10 and be able to finally straighten that out the way it needs to be, and plus and not be so dependent on it. So I bought this thing just to beat around in, and heck, if I get a year or two out of it, and that'd be good. But man, it ain't too bad. I paid $1,300 for it. They wanted $1,500 for it, so I got down a little bit. But the taxes and everything to title and register a vehicle here in Virginia now is just awful. It was $150 almost just to put tags on it and all that good stuff. But we got all kinds of room back there. It's not too bad. Interior, it's clean, but it's really not. But I mean, it ain't too bad. I do like it though. It's got cup holders that fold down. That's pretty slick. And these seats back here fold down, so that's pretty cool. But this is a 98. It's even got the little vent back here. It's kind of like a Ford Explorer. You turn that on there and it'll blow out the back for the AC. But I ain't really checked the AC if it works yet or not. It's hard to tell. It's still winter time and it's hard to tell, but it ain't too bad. But it's got the vent at the top here, so that makes it nice. All the lights work. It's got a good state inspection sticker. And the one thing I am going to change on it here soon, it might take a little while, but these wheels that are on it are going to definitely come off. But I'm going to take these goofy looking wheels off, and I'm going to try and see if I can get the correct wheels, the original style wheels, and put back on it. And these are 6-lug wheels, so I'm going to take and pull these off and try and sell them, get whatever I can get out of them, and use that money to put towards getting the original wheels back on it. That's a shame. That's the only thing I don't like about it, is they put them goofy wheels on it. But I mean, the tires got plenty of tread though. But it's just not my style. So we're gonna get these wheels and tires off, and thinking about if I can get an original set of wheels put back on it, and might take and put maybe mud tires or something on it just to help it, because I didn't realize either, but after I got to looking at this thing's 4-wheel drive too. I'll have to spray them hinges a little bit. But this thing is pretty slick for the most part. Got extra pockets here. It's got power windows, power mirrors. I didn't even know it had power mirrors until after I got it home. I just took it, fired it up, took it up down the road a couple times. I mean, for $1,300, you know, I don't expect so much as long as it runs and drives. But after I got to look at this thing kind of loaded, really. But I can't get the glove box open for some reason. I don't know what in the world they did. I don't know if it wore out and they tied it shut or what. But I'm gonna have to take a look at that. But I can't get that thing open, so I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. I'll check into it. It's missing the ashtray right here too. But it had a radio in it. I pulled it out because the idiots that had this thing before, they wired the radio in so it got constant power all the time. So when you took the key out, like it is now, the radio would still be on. And I had to change that around, so I just unhooked it temporarily. I'm going to go in there, and I still got the radio. But I'm going to go in there and correct that and fix that so that when you turn the key off, it turns the radio off, because it kept draining the battery down, and I had to just unhook it for now just so it quit draining the battery down. But I'm gonna go in there and correct that and Need this some nice wiring here. Some nice wiring. We got that throughout a couple places in this truck here, but it'd be alright. I mean, this is just a beater. I'd give $1,300 for it, so I don't expect a whole lot. I mean, if I get a year or two out of it, you know, that's be good enough. I done got my money's worth out of it, but it's got a tilt column in it, so that makes it nice. Heck, it's even got cruise control too. I didn't even think it had it, but it's even got 4 drives. Got the shifter in the floor, which I didn't even know they had that. I figured they were up on the dash that you turn a switch. I know the newer ones are, but it's got I think it had 155,200 and something miles on it. So, which I don't go by miles. I just go how it runs and how it's, you know, the appearance and all that. Miles don't mean nothing. That's just a sales gimmick to me. You know, they could say it had 100,000 or 50,000 on it. They want a crazy amount of money for it, but I don't go by that. I go by how it runs because they could have dogged the heck out of it. But anyway, I figure I'd show this off a little bit. It's even got the glove box in it, so that makes it nice too. Not the glove box, but the armrest, whatever you want to call it. This is the Dodge Durango is the version of like the Ford Explorer or the Blazer. That's all it is. But ain't too bad. Got the eyeglass thing up there. So that makes it nice. It's even got the compass you call on it and you hit the button and it tells you how many miles to the gallon you get and all that, and it's pretty neat. I couldn't believe it either, but I got to look at the motor in this thing, and I'll show you all the motor real quick. This has got the 360 in it. This has got the 5.9, thank goodness. I thought it was like a 4.7 at first, but no. Oh, it's got the 5.9 in it. Dodge. First time I ever bought a Dodge. Never thought I would, but you know, $1,300. You know, I don't really care what it is. But yeah, this got the 5.9 in it. Couldn't believe it. I knew it was when I first thought about it, I thought it was the 4.7. Then I got to looking at it, and they were trying to say it was a 318. And then got to looking at it a little bit more. Of course, I wiped it off, but it had 5.9 on the valve cover there. So, I mean, to me, I'm pretty sure. I bet this is a 5.9. I'm gonna decode the VIN on it, but I'm pretty sure it's a 5.9, so that'd be nice. I'd rather have the 5.9 than the 5.2 or whatever they had, but I'm pretty sure it's a 5.9. I'm just glad it ain't got the 4.7 because I heard them things, it's hard to get parts for them and all that. But I don't know if this thing's been wrecked at one time or what, but I know that fender on this side is definitely not the original fender, and this bumper, valance, whatever you want to call it, is not original either. So I'm about to look into that. Of course, you can see overspray. I mean, the frame's good on it. I don't know if they had a little fender bender or what, but I have to look into it. But yeah, it had 5.9 on the valve cover there, so I'll decode the VIN and find out for sure. Then I'll look for some numbers on this motor, but just to find out for sure. But I'm pretty sure it's a 5.9. Starts good. I mean, it charges. But I thought the alternator was bad on it at first. But after I got to looking at it and found out that radio was constantly staying on, and anytime you pulled the key out, it's still on. So, you know, I had to take and look into it. So I just unplugged it, and it ain't doing it anymore because it was draining the battery after it set overnight. So it ain't doing it now. So I think it's got it fixed. And I put a voltmeter on it. Seems like it's charging alright. So hopefully it is. That's a fairly new battery. All these ain't junk, but it is what it is. But I had to flush the heck out of the coolant system in this thing, because the coolant system, I mean, it just full of crap in it. I took a water hose and took my heater hoses and everything off, and took and flushed this thing until I finally got the water to be clear in it, and then I finally put antifreeze back in it. So I mean, this thing is full of trash in that cooling system. You can still see it a little bit, but a lot better than what it was. But might have to get another radiator cap, because I run this thing and they're not getting no pressure on the lines on these coolant hoses. So I think what it is, because I had this trouble with my C10, what it is this cap's probably been on and off 50 million times, and it's done more little groove in there like you see. So it's not sealing up like it's supposed to be, not sealing tight. So I'm gonna throw a new radiator cap on it, and because it's not coming up to operating temperature either. So I'm gonna put another radiator cap on it, and then I'm gonna take and get down in here and change this thermostat out, because I got a feeling it's stuck open, because that's what's happened to my F-150. It was stuck open, and it never come up to operating temperature, because this thing is not coming up to operating temperature. The heaters, when you turn the heating on and all that, it's not very warm, and I took and flushed the heck out of it, and I don't think it is the heater core. I think that thermostat's stuck open, because you can run this thing for forever, and you can still touch these hoses, and they'll get warm, but they're not getting warm like it's supposed to be. So I'm gonna have to look into that. But anyway, figure I'll show y'all. Hope y'all like the videos. This is another one I add to the collection, and it's full drive. That makes it nice. Really tickled about that. But as far as everything working, I mean, other than a couple things here and there, but I mean, everything seems like it's working alright. But I'm gonna end this video here, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We'll be a lot more videos coming up here soon. Thank y'all.